All right, Shalom. First and foremost, want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai, Bashem Kakudash. Double honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, that taught me this truth, and shalom to the hopeful elect, the Yakim and Aquaf scattered around the four corners of the planet Earth. Are now entitled this lesson, These People Don't Love Us. All right, these people don't love us. All right, and the inspiration of this lesson is really from 2 Samuel, the 17th chapter. All right, which when you go into that chapter, it's basically going into David fleeing from his son Absalom. All right, when you go into the history, we know David, right, reigned. All right, but during his reign, he experienced, a multitude of, trials and tribulations, if you will. And one of those was, basically betrayal and persecution from his own son, right, his own kin. All right, which is really hell on earth, when you really think about it, but it was also, judgment from Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shah for particular things that David did. But, that's neither here or there. The point is, Psalms the third chapter. When you read Psalms the third chapter, it is referencing 2 Samuel the 17th chapter. All right, which is going to be basically, the foundation of this lesson. We're going to read through Psalms 3 and grab a few precepts. All right. And again, the title of the lesson is These People Don't Love Us. All right. And it's important to digest that because it's something that can be forgotten. All right. It's easy to slip into that, believe in the hype, the we was kings spirit. Right. And we were. Right. And pursuant to the scriptures, the elect, the hopeful elect are not low level, right? The scriptures do talk about, how we are a royal nation, a peculiar people, a holy priesthood. I believe that's First Peter, the second chapter, in the 9th verse. All right, but in reality, similar to the Matrix, we always give that example. If you've seen the movie The Matrix, basically when you watch that movie, the entire world was weaponized and an enemy to Neo. All right. So, yes, we have this truth. All right. Yes, we have the brothers. All right. We have the spirit, of Yahweh Shemel Shah supping with us, but we're still in enemy territory. All right. So let's start off with this. This is Sirach chapter 13 and verse 13. It says, Observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrow. All right, now let's look up the definition of this word peril real quick, this for edification. This word peril means serious and immediate danger. All right, a situation fraught with peril, danger, jeopardy, risk, hazard, insecurity, uncertainty. All right, and that's what comes with pushing out, this truth. That's what comes with the ministry. All right, this word is, counter to America. It's in opposition to this world system. All right, the wisdom of this world, the various ideologies and philosophies that the world entails. This word is in complete opposition to that. All right, and there really is no gray area. Okay, the Lord talked about that in Sirach 33. All right, when he talked about how he made everything in twos. Matter of fact, let me pull that real quick, and then we'll go back. This is Sirach chapter 33. And I'm going to start at verse 13. It says, As the clay is in the potter's hand to fashion it at his pleasure, so man is in the hand of him that made him to render them as he liketh best. Good is set against evil and life against death. So is godly against the sinner and sinner against the godly. All right. So there's no gray area in that. You're either with this thing or you're against this thing. All right. You're either with it or you're against it. It's black and white. There is no gray area. All right. That's why the Lord said, even out, the Lord said, or the scriptures say, all right, I believe it's in Proverbs 8, towards the end of the chapter, Solomon wrote, all that hate me love death. All right. All that hate me love death. Okay. So there is no gray area. These people don't love us. All right. And when I say these people, I'm really primarily talking about Israelites. I'm talking about Jake, because obviously we know Esau, Edom is our adversary. All right. And all the other nations that have joined hand in hand with him, pursuing to Psalms 83. But specifically these Israelites. All right. And these niggas and these Israelites, right? Because just because you're an Israelite doesn't mean, all right, you a brother, man. You know, with that brotherhood over breakdown spirit that's going out. That's bullshit. And it's gonna be them same type of niggas that are gonna be the ones, all right, coming down, all right, on the true men of the Lord and betraying us the same way that the Lord was betrayed. All right, that's why the Lord said out of his own mouth, the servant is not greater than his master. All right, but let me go ahead and get into some precepts. This isn't going to be a long lesson, really just a reminder, all right, that we are going to be persecuted. We're going to be persecuted. We're going to be hated. All right, there's going to be a smear campaign to make us look crazy and make us look bad. All right, but that's a part of it. That's a part of it, and a certain aspect of your mind really should embrace it. Should like being the bad guy sometimes, man, because we ain't the bad guy. We the only ones truly standing up for righteousness. All right, but everything is ass backwards. So it's going to look like we're in the wrong, but really we're the only ones sincerely seeking out, righteousness through Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, but let me go back to Sirach 13:13. It says, observe and take good heed, for thou walkest in peril of thy overthrowing. When thou hearest these things, awake in thy sleep. All right, so wake up. Don't be lollygagging in this thing. Don't be caught up in the hype. All right, walking around, like your shit don't stink, because that's what's gonna get you caught up. Don't be talking about the truth at work. Don't be talking about, particular things when you out. You gotta move. You gotta move wisely. All right. The scriptures talk about being circumspect. All right. We're in enemy territory, man. In enemy territory, man. And as we get closer and closer to the return of our Lord, things are only going to ramp up. All right, because these Americans, they're nervous. All right, they're anxious. Anxiety is at an all-time high. All right, immorality is at an all-time high, and they're getting ready to take it all out on the men of the Lord. But the Lord warned us, not to be moved by this. And this is all ultimately. This is all for the glorification of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua and his elect. Okay, so let me go. Let me get into this real quick. This is Psalms chapter 3 and verse 1. It says, a psalm of David when he fled from Absalom, his son. All right, and like I mentioned a minute ago, you gotta imagine, you're in these scriptures. You gotta put yourself, in the shoes, so to speak, of David when this is happening. Just imagine, all right, going from, being the king of the greatest nation on the planet Earth, the Israelites, all right, to being basically, dethroned in a coup d'etat, all right, and persecuted, all right, by your own seed, by your own son, all right. And we talk about how this thing is, the Lord's movie, all right, and that's you can't write a better movie than that. It doesn't get more. The plot doesn't get more thick than that, man. And that's how the Lord wants it. The Lord wants this deliverance to be dramatic. The Lord wants this deliverance to be epic, man. All right. And it is going to be epic. This is going to be this time period that we've been speaking about, that the men of the Lord, the elders and apostles on down, this particular time period that they've been prophesying about, which we're living in, which we're getting ready to see, it's going to be like no other time in history. It's going to be like no other time in history, man. So let me get a precept real quick. This is Matthew chapter 10 and verse 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth." So everything is not going to be good and be copacetic, man. All right. And we just going to be loved. All right. And these people are going to, want to come and inquire and hear. These people don't give a damn, man. These people don't give a damn about Yahweh Shem Yahushua. They don't give a damn about the righteousness of the scriptures. They don't give a damn about the planet Earth. All right, and the law going forth. They don't care. These people are still caught up in the witchcraft and the enchantments of America. All right, all these people care about is the game. All right, and fulfilling, the lust of the flesh, and that's just what it is. Matthew 10 and 34, it says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." All right, and that sword represents division. All right, the Lord is drawing lines in the sand, and really, there's one line, man. Either you're either you're on the side of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, or you're not. All right, ain't no riding the fence in this thing. And that's why the Lord is about to put the spirit on Esau to come down with great wrath. Because once he comes down with great wrath, it's going to be known. All right. As a matter of fact, 2 Ezra 16. All right. Doesn't 2 Ezra 16 mentions, "Then shall it be known who are my chosen." All right. Meaning that the Lord is going to do something, which we know is going to be Esau coming down with great wrath. That is going to force individuals to pick a side. All right. But verse 35, it says, "For I am come to set a man at variance against his father, and the daughter against her mother, and the daughter-in-law against her father-in-law, and a man's foes shall be they of his own household." Okay, and this is going to take place when Esau comes down with great wrath, like he's getting ready to. All right, you got Trump talking about, using the military for deportation and things of that nature. All right, you got these so-called anti-Christians, these anti-Christ, all right, approaching camps, all right, wanting to go into the scriptures, all right. But, in regards to this scripture specifically, your own family, all right, individuals who you may have mentioned the truth to, all right, your cousins, your brothers, your aunties, your mother, your father, they may turn on you, man. And that's all part of the dramatics. That's all part of the movie. All right, because ultimately, what do the scriptures say? The scriptures say that this thing is about the trial of our faith. But let me go back to Psalms chapter 3. It says a psalm of David when he fled from Absalom his son. "Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me." All right, and it's going to be everybody, man. It's going to be 99% of people. Now, I'll take that back, right? Because you have the 1/3 that's going to be delivered, all right, out of Babylon the Great. All right, you have the 1/3, the remnant that's going to be brought through the fire. All right, the 144,000 in the great multitude. All right, so it's not going to be 99%, excuse me, right? But it's going to be most people. It's going to be most people. All right, and you're going to have a lot of people that come in at the last hour. All right, let me read that verse again. It says, "Lord, how are they increased that trouble me? Many are they that rise up against me. Many there be which say of my soul, there is no help for him in God." Right? Because these people don't see that the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua is with us. They don't see the what's driving this. They don't see what's causing us to go out to the highways and byways week in and week out, fervently, diligently preaching this word. They can't see that this thing is completely spiritual. All right. Or in other words, this thing it's coming from a power that is beyond All right, this world. All right, but they can't see that. Okay, Psalms 3:3. It says, "But thou, O Lord, are a shield for me, my glory and the lifter up of mine head." So the Lord is going to protect us. All right, the Lord is going to protect us. The Lord is going to put the Spirit on. All right, the ones who have been sincerely, serving and predestined ultimately. The Lord is going to put the Spirit, of comfort upon us, and He's going to protect us. All right, brother's going to be hidden. Brother's going to receive spiritual power, or a brother just may be in a cold spirit. A brother just may be in a calm, peaceful spirit in the midst of all hell, and it's going to be noticeable. All right, verse 4, it says, "I cried unto the Lord with my voice, and He heard me out of His holy hill. I laid me down and slept. I awaked, and the Lord sustained me." All right, now I want to click on this word sustained. All right, so this word sustained, the root word is samak. It says ya samakanya. All right, and it says to lean, to rest, to support. All right, it says a primitive root to prop, to lean upon. All right, so like, when you try to make something stand up, all right, but it can't stand up on its own, you put a prop to so that it can lean on it. That's what the Lord is getting ready to do for us. All right. The scriptures say the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak. All right. This is a completely spiritual thing. And when we go through these particular things, it's going to be the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shai that keeps us in a good place. All right. This is Psalms 3:6. It says, "I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about." Right? We're gonna be on you brothers gonna be on the internet. Our brothers already are on the internet. Brothers gonna be on the news, all type of shit. you know. But that's why the scriptures say in Second Timothy, the first chapter, and a matter of fact, I'm gonna pull it real quick. The Lord hasn't given us the spirit of fear. Because ultimately, these people are in the wrong. We ain't in the wrong. All right. We've been serving how about Shemi Shai, man. All right. And all in fear and meekness and trembling. And we've been fearing the Lord. These people are in the wrong. All right. If it was up to these people, the entire planet Earth would be destroyed, man. Families would be destroyed. Kids will be destroyed. All right. This is 2 Timothy 1 and verse 7. It says, "For the Most High, Yahweh Shem Shai, have not given us the spirit of fear, but of power and of love and of sound mind." And the Lord is getting ready to amp that up. All right. The Lord is getting ready to, raise the sliders on that. If you play a video game and you raise the sliders, right? If you play like 2K, you play Madden, all right, and your team isn't making any shots, right? And you want to just, you know, you go to the settings and you raise the sliders, and then your team start making all the shots. That's what the Lord been getting ready to do. We're getting ready to raise the sliders. Okay, the scriptures talk about a standard being lifted. All right, the Lord is getting ready to lift the standard, and we're gonna feel it. We're gonna feel it. All right. Verse 6, Psalms 3:6, it says, "I will not be afraid of 10,000s of people that have set themselves against me round about. Arise, O Lord, and save me, O my power, for thou hast smitten all mine enemies upon the cheekbone. Thou hast broken the teeth of the ungodly." All right. And if you get punched in the cheek, all right, or punched in the teeth to the point where your teeth is broken, all right, that ain't no damn tickle, man. That ain't no damn slap. That means you got jacked up. And the Lord getting ready to jack these people up, bro. The Lord is getting ready to bring heavy plagues to Babylon the Great. Heavy plagues, man. A lot of bloodshed, a lot of death, a lot of famine. All right. A lot of families. All right. A lot of parents having to contemplate eating their goddamn children, man. Eating their goddamn pets. The Lord is getting ready to smack these people in the goddamn face, man. All right, and to hell with these people, man. Sirach the 36th chapter. All right, because these people are wicked. These people are wicked. Okay, this is verse 8. It says, "Salvation belongeth to Yahweh Shem Shah. Thy blessing is upon thy people." Selah. All right. So I just wanted to make a quick point on that. Lord's willing, this lesson was edifying. With that, I'm going to say shalom.